Hey, everybody, it's Darren Burt, and welcome to another edition of HQ Behind the Scenes Live. Now, we've got a special edition of our show today because a little self-promoting. We're going to talk about the upcoming industry trade show that's been dubbed the HQ event. And we're putting this on in cooperation with the SSE group, Smoke Shop Events Group. And over here on the side is Mike Sessoms, and he's the face, the man behind the SSE group. And he's going to fill us in on the HQ event, why this is an industry smoke shop show that you want to attend and how it's going to be different. So, hey, Mike, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, Darren? Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you for being here. So the HQ event, tell us what that's about.
Well, the HQ event is a new industry counterculture trade show, an all-encompassing trade show that we wanted to bring to the industry to help raise the bar in an industry where the bar is deserving to be raised. So we're doing a lot of really cool things. We wanted to bring a lot more structure, organization, and bring the professionalism that we have with the SSE group and apply it to a booth setting. So it's a kind of all-encompassing event.
And it's January 14th through the 15th in New Orleans.
Correct.
Which should be fun. I don't think we've had a show in New Orleans, have we?
Not to my knowledge. If there has been one, it's been a while, but we're excited to be in New Orleans. We're going to get a lot of that East Coast and Southern traffic, as well as people from across the nation, of course, because Mardi Gras, New Orleans, jazz music, the food. So I'm pretty excited myself, actually.
Yeah, just like Las Vegas, New Orleans is a great place to go and hold a convention or a trade show because there's so much other things to do while you're there. Hospitality, hotels, it's right there. So should be a fun time. So the HQ event is being promoted as the most technologically advanced smoke shop industry trade show to date. What does all that mean?
So we're doing a lot of high-tech integration. So we have a mobile app that everybody's going to be able to use for the show. The mobile app does a couple things. It lets you register. You can register right through the mobile app. When you get to the actual convention hall, we're going to have self-check-in kiosks for multiple reasons to cut down on time waiting time. It's also going to allow buyers to use their mobile phone. You have a QR code through the app, go up to the self-check kiosk, scan their code, walk right up to the registration desk and get their badge and walk into the show. So it's really going to cut down on the waiting time and also for the safety aspect of it. So that's kind of cool. Another part of the high-tech integration is advanced appointment scheduling. So this is a feature that we're going to give away for free, especially due to COVID in these times. We're going to give away free to everybody. So buyers can actually go in through their mobile app and pre-schedule appointments with exhibitors in their booth prior to the show or during the show. So conceivably, a buyer could map out and plan out his entire show before he even walks in the door. Or if a buyer is just walking freely and he goes up to a booth and there's a lot of people and he can't talk to somebody he wants to talk to, he can go into the mobile app and schedule an appointment for later that day or the next day. So those are a couple of the cool things that we're doing. We're also doing mobile push notifications through the mobile app. So throughout the day, we're going to send out buyer specials and different notifications that goes out to all the buyers through the mobile app. So we're doing a lot of high-tech integration for this show, which is really going to help, again, raise the bar and differentiate us from any of the other shows on the market currently.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit. We'll come back, jump around here a little bit, but let's talk about something that's on everybody's mind these days: safety and COVID. How are you dealing with that when putting on a big trade show?
Well, we've actually had a lot of experience with COVID already with our SSE group events. We've had 4 shows during the midst of a pandemic. They were all sold out and nobody walked away with COVID. So what we're doing to apply the safety aspects to the big booth style show is something really cool, where every booth that we have, we're going to have a 6-foot empty space in between every single booth.
Social
to promote
distancing.
social distancing. We're also going to have 8-foot tall divider screens in those empty spaces, dividing the booths. Again, another safety barrier. That safety barrier is also going to work as a privacy barrier and also a noise canceller. So this is kind of really unique and cool. And again, nobody else is doing this to my knowledge. So it's something different that's going to be really good for everybody. We'll also have temperature checks at the front door. Everybody gets their temperature checked before they go into the show. We have hand sanitizing stations throughout the entire hall. We're also giving out free masks to every single attendee at the show. So free. So these are a lot of the safety aspects that we're putting in place to ensure the safety of all of our attendees. Safety is our number one priority at this event. We want to make sure people are comfortable and they can conduct business in a trade show setting that they know and love and they want to get back to. So we're going to do everything in our power to make sure we can provide that for you in a safe fashion.
Okay. I really like the idea of the barriers, because a lot of times when you go to a trade show, you can't tell where one booth ends and another one starts.
Yeah, it's really cool. We've done it for a couple previous shows with the SSE group events, and aesthetically speaking, it just looks really cool. So I'm really excited to bring this to a big booth setting.
Okay. So buyers and exhibitors, you can't have a trade show without buyers and exhibitors.
Correct.
What are you doing for buyers and exhibitors at this show?
We're actually doing quite a bit. We're doing a lot of things above and beyond. Again, we want to really set this show off to be an amazing event for all of our attendees. For the buyers, while supplies last, we're giving away a free hotel night stay at the hotel that's directly next to the convention center. It's like literally 500 steps away from the convention center. So that's a free room, free night stay for the buyers. Now, there are limited availability. We do have quite a few rooms. I will say that. I'm not going to say an exact number, but we have quite a few rooms to give away. But people are signing up. We are starting to burn through rooms. So if you guys are interested in a room, make sure you reach out to us so we can get you locked into a room. One of the other things that we're doing for our buyers is, this is really exciting. Every single buyer that walks in the door gets a $300 retail value gift card to spend with any exhibitor they want. That's $300 in free retail merchandise to go into their store. So you're getting a free night stay. You're getting $300 worth of free goods. We're in New Orleans, so we're giving a set of Mardi Gras beats to everybody, which is just kind of cool and fun. We're also going to have a jazz band playing at registration, again, to go with the whole New Orleans theme. So that's going to be really cool. For our exhibitors, some really cool things we're doing for our exhibitors is we're giving a completely complimentary list of all the attendees after the show is over. To my knowledge, we're one of the only shows on the market that's doing that, and that is absolutely huge. So regardless if somebody stopped in your booth or not, you're going to have that list of everybody who was there. We're not going to sell it to you. We're going to give it to you for free. The other thing we're doing is we're giving you a free ad in HQ magazine to every single exhibitor that gets a booth. We're doing a free line listing in our show guide. So we got a lot of cool things going for our exhibitors as well. And I'm just touching on a couple bullet points. There's a lot more stuff that we're offering. These are a couple of highlights. Another really cool thing we're doing, to go back a couple of steps, is registration. I mentioned the self-check-in kiosks at registration. This is really, really cool. And this is going to also help cut down on the wait time at the convention center. So when the buyers that get the free room check into the hotel, we're going to have an SSE group, an HQ event booth inside the lobby of the hotel, where buyers can actually register at the hotel the night before the show. That way, when they get their gift bag, they get their badges. That way, first day of the show, they literally just walk right into the show. They don't have to wait in line. That's really huge. So that's another cool fact.
So we're doing a lot of stuff, convenience, and I guess productivity is a good word always at a trade show, because you go to a big trade show, you can walk around and really do nothing if you're not organized.
Yeah, absolutely. Touching back on the mobile app, we're also going to have the floor plan on the mobile app. So you can go right on your cell phone and see the entire floor plan, search for exhibitors that way too. So lot of really cool high-tech integration going on.
As we get closer to the event, will people be able to go on the website and see what exhibitors are going to be attending?
Yes, absolutely. We're waiting a little bit to release that information, but as the show draws closer, we will be releasing the floor plan with all the exhibitors and so on and so forth.
Okay, well, I want to back up just slightly here. You were talking about the hotel. Is that the? Can you tell us what the name of the hotel is?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the Hilton Riverside. So we're staying at a Hilton. So nice rooms, nice place. It's right next to the convention center. Again, the convenience aspect of it. You're not driving all over. You're not coming from down the strip. You're right there. I mean, it's
literally just walk across. Yeah,
exactly. It's literally walking distance.
Okay. What about pre-show marketing? If I'm an exhibitor, is there any promotion for me involved before the show?
We do have a lot of sponsorship opportunities available. And as far as pre-marketing, we can definitely market all of our exhibitors prior to the show. We're going to be starting that very soon here. But we do have a lot of really unique, cool sponsorships that we're offering for our exhibitors instead of just the typical banner sign, gift bag, badges, and lanyards. We have mobile push notifications. We have a deck of playing cards. Every buyer gets a deck of playing cards inside their gift bag. And in that deck of playing cards, every card is going to be a different exhibitor with some kind of different special or sale or promoting their new product, which is really cool. And it's still a deck of playing cards. So they're going to walk away with a deck of playing cards from the show, some Mardi Gras beads, some fun, cool things. Now, on the exhibitor side, every exhibitor that comes into the show, they get a roll of packing tape and a box cutter when they register. Who would have thought? I can't tell you how many shows that I've tore down at and getting ready to go home, and I'm like, oh, we didn't bring packing tape. That's like gold at the end of a show. So we're going to give that away to all the exhibitors, a box cutter and packing tape. It's the little things that count.
What about when we're talking about exhibitors, glass blowing, independent glass artists? They're always an important part of a smoke shop cannabis industry show. Is that going to be an element that we're going to have at the HQ event?
We are going to have glass artisans and glass blowers on hand. We're not going to have actual live glass blowing, especially with safety. We don't want crowds around glass blowers. So because of COVID, we chose to take the safe route and not have live glass blowing, but we will have a lot of those glass artists there exhibiting. Some of the other cool things is something else that we've done to help out with this show is we teamed up with Angela Mazzanti, which is probably the #1 social media influencer in our industry. And she's going to be in an exhibitor's booth with a chance for one lucky store to win Angela to do a live in-store appearance at their store. So that's really huge. So that's really kind of cool.
Yeah, if you look in, I know it's in the November issue of HQ Magazine, probably be in the December issue as well. There's a full page ad with a photo of her. Yeah. So that is really cool.
She's actually going to be on the cover next month for the December issue.
Nice.
Which is really cool too. And then we also, for our exhibitors, we have a lot of our big name, big volume buyers coming to our show. And I don't want to discount the mom and pops of the world because they help make up what our industry is as a whole. We want to cater to every aspect of our industry. For both, we want to make this a productive show for both the buyers and the exhibitors, which is why we're doing all the things that we're doing. We have a lot of the big chains coming. We have the Smoker Friendly Dealer Network that's joining in with us. We have the Wild Bills of the world. We have a lot of the big distributors like Sky and MWI and Winship, just to name a few. So we have a lot of the big heavy hitters come to this event. So it should be a heck of a good show. So I'm really, really excited.
One thing I was going to say is that I think you really hit on something with the pre-scheduled meetings, because a lot of times when you go to a trade show, those bigger buyers are taking up a lot of the time of the salespeople and in the booth. And if you're just a mom and pop, you don't get to have that same experience. And with the pre-scheduled meetings, you're putting everybody on a level playing field and giving everybody the same opportunities.
And that's absolutely accurate. And that's what we do at SSE and smoke shop events in general, and all of our different CBD events and dispensary shows, is we put everybody on an even playing field. So that's one of the other aspects that we are bringing over from the SSE group and incorporating it into the HQ event. So definitely a good feature.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what have you learned from the SSE shows that you've been putting on? Because you put on smoke shop events, vape events, pet product events. You guys do a little of everything. What have you learned from the events that you put on that you're incorporating into the HQ event to make it a unique and special?
Well, we really want to focus on our attendees. The attendees, really make the event. We want to do everything in our power to make the attendees, show them the love that they deserve. You guys make up our industry, and we want to take care of you to the best of our ability, which is why we're doing all the things that we're doing for the safety aspect of it, to all the freebies, the free room, the 300 hours in retail goods, the advanced scheduling, the digital aspect, the high-tech integration. We really care about our people, and we really want to show them that we care, and we're trying to do everything in our possibility to make sure that this is a great and productive event for them. We don't want any kind of people walking away with feeling that it wasn't a productive show for them. So we really try to have the most productive show we possibly can for every single one of our attendees, because again, you guys make up our industry. So we really want to work closely with everybody to make sure everybody has a good time and a productive show.
Okay. How early do we need to register, or can you register at the event?
You can register now. If you register at the event, pre-registering is absolutely ideal, and that's what we're really promoting and pushing, especially with the high-tech integration. If you register prior to the show, you get your barcode, you can scan, you can walk into the show. It just makes life a lot easier on you, the attendee. So we really promote and push pre-registering as much as absolutely possible. You can register at the show. We're expecting very, very minimal of that, especially because of wait times and safety issues. We're expecting majority, bulk, if not everybody, to do pre-registering for all those factors. Again, if you do register at the show, obviously you're going to need proper credentials and so on and so forth. Your EIN, tax ID number, business card, your picture ID, so on and so forth, to register at the show. But again, we heavily promote pre-registering. You can register right now on the website. It's www.thehqevent.com. You can go on there and register. A sales rep can reach out to you and walk you through the process. It's very simple. Once you register, we'll send you a hotel agreement so we can get you locked into that hotel. So buyers, if you do want a hotel room, I strongly urge you to go on and register now, and so we can get that room locked in for you, because it is limited availability. We do have quite a few, but they're already starting to go. We've already burned through a chunk of them, actually.
Are there other hotels in the vicinity there?
Absolutely. There are other hotels in the vicinity, but we're only giving away X amount of rooms at that specific hotel that I mentioned earlier, the Hilton Riverside, which is directly next to the convention center, which is another reason you want to go on and register earlier, is because you don't want to be on a hotel across town. You want to be right next door to the convention center. So that's where the action is going to be.
So exhibitors and attendees can go to, www.thehqevent.com, and it's there's some links right up at the top of that page that will send you to the registration forms. And there's a lot of information, also frequently asked questions and such about the show, should you have any questions that you need to get answered.
Yep. And then one last thing, we're also going to have a buyer's lounge, or a lounge, I guess you could say. We call it the buyer's lounge, with there's going to be a jazz band in there as well. And another really cool thing we're doing is we have massage booths throughout the convention hall for the buyers. A free massage, complimentary, of the HQ event and the SSE group.
Can you send them over to my house right now so that I can kind of just test them out?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's just one more thing that shows that we care about you. We've done the shows for years. We know how it is being on the show floor all day. Your feet get achy, your body gets sore. So we're going to throw you a free massage for coming out to the show.
Is there going to be foot massages?
I don't know about the foot massages.
All right, Mike. What www.thehqevent.com. The HQ event will be in New Orleans, January 14th and the 15th. Obviously, something that you want to check out. Go to the website, check it out. Mike will be around. His staff is around to answer questions and get everybody set up. So, Mike, anything you want to leave viewers with?
Well, everyone, if you haven't already signed up, make sure you sign up as soon as absolutely possible. The show is filling up. This is going to be an event that you guys don't want to miss. So come make history with us. We look forward to seeing each and every one of you guys there. Thank you very much.
Nice, Mike. We'll have you back on in December, and just kind of catch up again. How's that?
Okay, sounds great to me. I appreciate it, Darren. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Okay, thanks a lot, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
TheHQEvent.com. Go check it out. We'll see you later.